What is going on, everybody? DJ Mines here. Oh man, now that GPU mining is dead at the making this video towards the end of March, what do I do with all this, right? Because I sold the GPUs super early, and I think a lot of you are probably in this same situation. All right, so let's talk about, I actually have 3 of these rooms now full of parts. I've cleaned up a couple of them. Let's talk about some of the things that I have still. So I have a KA Box 2. Actually, I have 2 of these right here. Then I have a KS0. I'm so glad that I didn't buy a bunch of KS0s. Bought the big boy ones. We'll talk about the Caspa stuff in a different video, man. Caspa's like its own little thing. Now, for the 1200 PSUs here, I did keep these, and I kept 1600 simply because the guy was offering 20 bucks per PSU. So I didn't mind selling like my little 500 watts, 750, even 1000 watts stuff, because man, it's so hard to sell. I've tried to sell this stuff. It's not worth putting on eBay, but this, 1200, 1600, I'm down to keep those. You never know, man. I did keep 8 or 9 GPUs for myself, so I don't mind, one day, hey, if this all comes back, man, I'm down. All right, so for risers, man, I have way more risers of this, way more Y splitters. I mean, you can see I have mountains and mountains and tubs of these. It's not worth showing you every single one individually. It's crazy because at one point, man, I remember back in like 2021, who remembers the bull run, man? Put in hashtag bull run if you remember the bull run. These were hard to get, dude, for like a good price, even on Amazon. Some of these, like even no name brand stuff, man, it was so crazy back in the day because we'd have to go on AliExpress or like Alibaba, definitely Alibaba for like the GPUs and stuff. And now you can't give these things away, man. I probably couldn't sell this whole tub for like 25 bucks to somebody locally. I really don't even think I could. I wouldn't want to sell it for that cheap, right? Because individually, man, like, dude, these used to cost a pretty penny. Who remembers? Like, I don't know, a super cheapo one on Amazon, like $3, a good one, like 5 to 6. And I literally couldn't sell it for like 25 bucks if I wanted to. Now, for the risers, man, it's so sad because I remember at one point they were sold out everywhere. I mean, everywhere you looked, you had to pay top dollar. Like, you really had to go overpriced. And these 10 capacitors were super cool, the white ones. These are not the GPU riser ones, which I did like the GPU riser ones, but I got like basically the exact same thing. They claim they're from the same factory. That's what they would say on AliExpress. Is that true or not? I have no idea. But the point is, man, I got so many of these stupid things. Now the frames, dude, the frames, these are just so massive. They're taking up so much space, as you can see, man. Like, this one was really cool. Shout out to GPU Risers. They sent this over. This is like their XL. I love this thing to death. This is what I had my For the Win 3s on. And then we got some other smaller ones here, the AAA waves. The passion, man, the fun that went into this, the time, the labor. Red Panda Mining bled all the time. I don't know how you bleed from building, but he used to bleed from doing these. And it's really sad, and just looking at all these, man, it's crazy how much space it takes. So I've disassembled most of these, as you can see. There's still some I need to like find the box for, but I do want to go down memory lane about these, man. B250s at one point. Like, there are some name brand B250s that I have in here, but if I just show you, this is the Asonic here. And man, these were so cool because they were like 90 to 100 bucks. And at the time, people for B250s were spending $400 or $500. I've heard of some people spending $600 on one of these motherboards. Not the Asonic one, but like the name brand one. And now you literally can't get rid of them. I mean, I did get offered, and I wish I would have taken it from the guy I sold all the GPUs to, $100 for the entire rig. And I was doing the math. I was like, no way, bro. I could sell the H110s, the B250s, the PSUs. And so he wanted the PSUs, right? Because he wants to do some stuff with these things. And now, dude, I'm just looking around and I'm like, I wish I would have taken $100, right? I wish I would have taken $100, which leads us to this lovely shelf over here. So now I'm just looking around at all the other stuff that I have. And yeah, I put a lot of it away. This one's for my gaming one, so don't worry about this. But like H110, ASRock, Z270P. Nobody wants this stuff, man. Nobody wants this stuff. I mean, these are super good deals. I'd probably sell for like 25 bucks each to somebody locally. I wouldn't want to ship it for that cheap, but locally, man, and nobody wants it. I put it on Facebook. Here's again the Asonic B250s. I'm just looking around at all the stuff I've bought in over the years, because when you get into GPU mining, you really probably just think about what does the GPU cost. I think a lot of people did that. I didn't totally think like that, but it's all the extra stuff, right? The GPUs are still easy to get rid of, even in 2025. But like all this other stuff that I bought, I didn't really need. So like I got a GoPro because like I guess Red Panda was doing that in like 2020, 2021. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a GoPro. Didn't end up using it. Brand new GoPro 9. I'll probably throw that on eBay. That's probably easy sell. This Zoom, I was gonna make like a podcast for the crypto mining, and then my friends moved away, so that doesn't really count necessarily. A bunch of demos. These machines are still really good. Got an A2000 left, and like I said, just so much random stuff, man. Here's the GPU risers stuff, man. This stuff is great. I really enjoyed GPU risers, man. Shout out to Vistang, because the quality of these were awesome, and like I said, they were really expensive, and I totally understand that, but the quality was definitely there. My favorite splitters ever were certainly these white ones, super thick, right? You could tell the difference between a lot of these brands. And GPU risers was awesome back in the day, man. And I'm sure they're still really awesome, right? But like, I don't know if I really need them, and I have the fans, and you know, here's the MI50s I still need to sell. I'll sell them to you if you buy them all $50 each. These are basically Radeon 7s. I don't know if anybody's still mining out there. Looking around, man, I bought I bought this for the channel. This is the first ARC GPU, the ARC 380, and I had to pay $500 or $550 on eBay because you can only get it from China, and there was only like 2 on the website. Looking back on it, terrible decision. Some other Intel, I think maybe this was the second GPU, maybe it's even technically the first. Both of these kind of came in a bundle. Shout out to my boy Charlie, he got this for me for a really good steal in China. You know, and then we'll talk about the other room in just a minute, but like all the keyboards you had to win. I throw so many keyboards away, or if like giving away keyboards and mice and other things because you couldn't just get a GPU, right? They had the Newegg Shuffle, so I have like so many random monitors and so many random just like useless things. Like of course we got the ETC MC, which I think I'm just going to repurpose this. Obviously that's not GPU mining, but it's crazy to think about. And here's all the GPUs that we are keeping, the 6600 XTs. And I meant to sell this one to the guy. This is actually a 5700 XT. So yeah, I didn't charge him that because I didn't even realize I had it. Let's go to the next room. Some other things that I spent a lot of money on that I never ended up using. I did use the Red Panda one because it was a pre-built, and there was a giveaway. Goodness gracious, I don't know why I can't think of his name. Let me know in the comment section below why I can't think of his name. I know the guy, like not personally, but, and then I also bought, you know, I supported all the YouTubers back in the day because like I was up and coming and small, and we were still relatively small. This is the Hobbyist Miner. Yeah, Meter Box, that's who it is. I'm so sorry. We got Red Fox, we got the Hobbyist Miner, we got my boy Chump Change. I never used any of these. I literally were like, I like your YouTube channels. I want to buy your stuff. And you should have seen this room before. Actually, I'm going to show you what this room looked like when I came into it. You know, I've been gone for work for almost a year now. And between me being messy and my kids messing up, it was just crazy. But yeah, we organized it really nice. Like I said, there's a whole nother room of crap. Shout out to my boy Chump Change, man. He made this for me. I think this was for the motherboard, this one. He also made me some that would hold like my little gold shell miner stuff. And I did use them for a bit, but it's just crazy to think about. Here's something, man. I bought way too many of these. These little 7-inch monitors. I'm going to keep a bunch of these. You know, this whole video is just showing you like the things I blew money on and how much money I probably spent. I would estimate at least 10 to 15K on just like random little things that weren't even the GPU itself. And a lot of it, to be fair, I bought in a collection that came with it. But you can see, I mean, I got 3 extras here. I got probably another 4 or 5. And at one point, man, it was like every other computer had one. I'm sure could have done that in a better way. Coming back to the motherboards, man. How many of you guys would buy like the cheapo motherboards? These are like 10, 15 bucks with a mouse and yeah, and then also like use my old gamer ones, right? Because like you really had to do it, man. You had to get these things online when the Ethereum days were going on. It was a great time. These, I'm not even gonna talk about the story for that, but that's how my 1660 Ti's were shipped to me. I did ship them out in boxes and the guy sent it back like that. Long story. This shelf has been amazing. I'm definitely gonna keep this shelf, but I'm just thinking like, what do I do with all this stuff, man? You know, I really don't have that many GPUs. I'm thinking of just keeping 1, maybe 2 of everything, but like, dude, I have boxes and boxes of like, what are these? These are for like fans to make a multiple for the rigs. I don't know. I just got so much little useless stuff. And I don't want to say useless, right? Because if you're into computers, at some point, some of the stuff's going to be good. I mean, I got RAM. I guess that's the RAM box. Just so much random stuff. If you come over here, you can see the M.2. That's actually for my main computer, so I'll use that. Some CPUs. I sold most of the CPU stuff because the guy wanted to buy that for gamers. And then just mice, man. This is something that I had to buy. I think this was like the Corsair mice that I had to buy, the Corsair mouse that I had to buy from one of the bundles. I got extra fans still, man. I got so many screws. Does everybody have a bunch of screws? Like, I'm just thinking like, maybe one day I'll need that, right? But then at the same time, like, will I really need that? Will I really need a bunch of screws? Like stuff like this. Do I really need this? I don't know. I know Chump Change loves to save everything, but I just think to myself, like, what situation will I need 40 of the beta frame, extra little nuts and bolts and blah, 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 blah. Just, ooh, drive me kind of crazy, but there's no one to sell this stuff to, you know? Over here, something that's actually useful is a calibrator for the pad. So yeah, I'll always have a GPU. I think I actually will keep that one. So many switches, man. I have so many switches now. These were awesome. I'll definitely keep 1 or 2 of these. And again, headsets, man, that I didn't want to buy. This huge thing, man. If anybody wants to buy this cost me like $250, brand new, never used. This is an Xtronic. You can look that up. Maybe I'll put a photo of that. Xtronic 440 Pro X. And basically that's a soldering kit. It's a really nice soldering kit, all out. Like I said, 250 bucks, man. I'll sell it to you for 100 bucks, brand new. If not, I guess I'll put it on eBay and probably make like 150 or something, but really good kit. Just so many things where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use that, man. I'm going to do this on my own. And I didn't do really any of it at all. Boxes and boxes of these server PSUs, man. Like I said, I'm not even going to put them all in this room. These double or dual PSU connectors, man. I probably have like 40 of these things. Shout out to my boy, the veteran miner. I just found some of his cables, man. I remember when he made these for me. These were super cool. You know, more server pieces and different types of power supplies. And who did I buy these off of? I don't remember who I bought these off of. At one point, I saw a guy's video with the shed. You guys know what I'm talking about. It starts with the R. And is it Raptor Mining? I can't remember. And I believe it was him or somebody was hanging all their GPUs from the rack. So I bought like 40 or 30 of these. And I was like, that's a great idea. I'm going to hang all my GPUs. This is going to be so cool. And I didn't do it. And like the amount of money wasted on just things that like I never used or could never use at this point. You know, another box of server power supplies. And I have a totally different location that's not located at this house, full of stuff, man. Server PSUs. I mean, anything you think of. Octo miners. I got so many octo miners. I'll sell them for 200 bucks a piece. I know hobbyist miners sold them for 500 each. I'll sell them for 200 a piece, man. Come pick them up. Now, I did decide to keep 1 or 2 of my test kits because you just never know, man. You know, why not? I actually had a nightmare last night that GPU body would come back. And, you know, in theory, what's a proof of work? That's probably not going to happen. But this is still a good board, man. Got the RAM, got the CPU, and you just never know what can happen. It even has an M.2. Great little test bench if we ever want to do something. Well, now that GPU mining is kind of dead, I'd like to hope it'll come back. And genuinely, I hope it does, man. I would love the good times to come back. If you didn't notice, I have a Bitcoin shirt. My boy, the hobbyist miner, shout out to my boy hobbyist miner sent me this. He actually has t-shirts for that, so I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check out any of his content. And he actually put the American flag on the left side. Just a spoiler alert, American flag always goes on your right sleeve because the way that this is facing mimics the way it goes in the wind. I'm just letting you know, okay? 99% of Americans probably don't know that. But if you know, you know. I will be attending Mining Disrupt 2025. Shout out to Aletheum for helping me get over there, man, because nobody else wanted to help your boy out, but they did, and I really appreciate that. I'll do a full video talking about Mining Disrupt 2025, and I'm really excited if you end up seeing me, man. As long as I'm not filming, you know, just come say hi, right? If you want to be in one of the videos, you know, just come say hi, you know. We'll be ready. My wife and I will be there. She'll be my camera woman. So it's kind of weird to say camera person. I don't know how you would say that, but she'll be there. We're going to have a really good time, man, and I'm really excited for this channel. I'm trying to update. I'm trying to keep it moving. I know times are hard for everybody, but stay bullish, stay active, and it's all going to work out. If you like this video, please do like it, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ Minds signing out.